Why sit we here till we die? This is a question that the four leper martyrs men at the entrance of the city gates of Israel asked themselves. This event happened when the Israelites were being besieged by the Arameans. There was famine in the land of Israel. The Arameans were their enemies and they were thriving. And so these leper martyrs men were dying of hunger. And so they asked themselves, why should we sit here and die? Okay, if we stay here, we're going to die. If we enter the camp of the Arameans, we are likely to die. But what if we enter there and then we do not die? And then they provide us with food and shelter. So they had to choose, would I say the lesser evil? They had to choose one. They had to make a bold step. They had to, instead of dying there, they had to take a step into the land of the Arameans. And what happened? The Bible recorded that when they entered into the camp of the Arameans, that there was no single person in the camp. God went ahead of them to fight the battle for them. And so I brought a word for someone this morning. There are things that God has told you to do this year, the instructions that God has given to you. And you are afraid that you might fail. You're afraid that people might say things. You're afraid that nobody would support you. You're afraid of many things, and there are several uncertainties in your mind. But come on, if God has given you that instruction, why stay there? Why not take a bold step? Why not act by faith? God has given us the spirit of love, of power, and of sound mind, and He has not given us the spirit of fear. So why are you afraid? Do not be afraid. Be fearless. If God has given you an instruction, go for it. Do that thing He has told you to do. Set up that thing He has told you to start up. Talk to that person He's telling you to talk to. Do it fearlessly, and without faith it's impossible for us to please God. So our life as Christians should be a life of faith. So take that bold step, do that thing that God wants to do, start that thing that God wants you to start, and you definitely see that God has already gone ahead to settle all those what ifs. Okay, those are the times you think that people will laugh at you, what people will say, what if you fail. God has already gone ahead of you to settle those things. As long as you're sure that God is giving you an instruction, start it up and do not be afraid. God bless you.